world, Father, Spirit, Son. We want to be just like you.
This is Kingdom Conquest, the international and apostolic voice of the Reverend Ronald Bailey, calling us back to the message and the mission of Jesus Christ, the apostles' doctrine, and the early church, calling everyone into the kingdom of the Almighty God.
The program Kingdom Conquest is being heard every first and third Monday, 8 to 9 p.m. on Nice Radio with Reverend Ron Bailey out of New York.
Prayer SVG every first Tuesday of the month, 8 to 9:30 p.m. Justice, peace, prosperity, sharing and caring. A righteous nation. Let the church arise, freeing families from bondage. Prayer SVG on Nice Radio, 8 to 9:30 p.m. every first Tuesday of the month. Prayer SVG.
The Wailing Woman Ministry of SVG invites you to join us every Saturday morning from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. right here on Nice Radio as we pray for the nation, churches, families, youths, elderly, and salvation of souls. For your prayer request, call 4565967 or 718-734-5615. For further information or prayer, the Wailing Woman Ministry can be contacted at 455-2166. That's 455-2166. It's the Wailing Woman Ministry SVG right here on Nice Radio every Saturday morning, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Send your contributions to Wailing Woman St. Vincent, P.O. Box 1765, Kingstown, St. Vincent.
I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed go begging. Father to the fatherless children, Lord, you are there, trading my pain and my sorrows. You're my hope for tomorrow, even in the time of pain and grief. Lord, you are there. Your name is great, Lord. There is no other name that I can call. You are my healer, and by your stripes we are healed. You are the rock on which I stand. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you. No, I can't. In your mouth to me I stand. You lift me up with your loving hands. Even in the presence of my enemies, Lord, you are there, trading my pain and my sorrows. You're my hope for tomorrow, even when I'm lost, can't find my way. Lord, you are there. Your name is great, Lord. There is no other name that I can call. You are my healer, and by your stripes we are healed. You are the rock on which I stand. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you. No, I can't. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you. No, I can't. You took the place for me and died. Your love is shed now. We have hope. So now we have the victory that makes us free. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you. No, I can't. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you. No, I can't do it without you, Lord. No, I can't. What if I did the world? I own 1,000 mansions. Then could I still do it without you, Lord? No. Even if I have PhDs, I run the richest companies. It's in a million fans. No. Can I heal my own body? Can I provide for my life? Or even protect myself daily without you, Lord? Can I save my soul? Or make me whole? Can I do it without you, Lord? No. Oh, no. I can't. Jesus, I can't do it without you, no. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you, Lord. No. I can't. I There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus to break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus to break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. There's an army rising up. There's an army every chain, break 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 every chain. Da 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 da, oh yeah. I hear those chains falling. I hear those chains falling. Yeah. I hear those chains falling. I hear those chains falling. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. You've been holding on for so long. Through the harder times you've gone, you've helped someone to be strong. Reaching out when things go wrong. For many hours you would stay on your knees and pray for someone to find their way. You've been through good times and bad times. Tell me, what made you change your mind? God has been with you all the time. Tell me, how could you be so blind?
Okay, this is Nice Radio's Morning Joy. You've been listening to Nice Radio's Morning Joy. Sorry to be late. Not late in the studio. I got stuck in the production room this morning. I didn't realize that the time had passed me by. I thought I had time, but time waits and no man. So it's 6:32, but it's time for Breakfast with God. And today the readings would come from Exodus 40, 16 to 20, and 34 to 38. That's Exodus 40, 16 to 21, then 34 to 38. The responsory psalm is Psalm 84, verses 3 to 6, then 8 and 11. Psalm 84, 3 to 6, 8 and 11. The Alleluia verses from Acts 16:14, Acts 16:14. The Gospel is from Matthew 13, 47 to 53. Matthew 13, 47 to 53. You would realize that we are featuring the music of Kyoko Cruikshank this morning. And that's because she's a winner. You'll hear that in the news. So we present to you Breakfast with God that comes to you Mondays to Fridays. I am Daggy Freitas with you on your nice station, 2% radio, 98% love, national, interactive, concern, and enlightening. All right, the first reading today is some Exodus. Well, I tell you this morning, today my intention is for my father-in-law, Brother Andy Martindale. He not feeling well. We took him to the hospital last evening. So he's in the hospital. I think he'll be okay, but some things, as you age, sometimes things happen to you. So for Brother Andy Martindale, I pray God we had a comfortable night last night and that you'll be okay today and able to go back home today. In Exodus 40, 16 to 21 and 34 to 38, Moses did exactly as the Lord had commanded him, and on the first day of the first month of the second year, the dwelling was erected. It was Moses who erected the dwelling. He placed its pedestals, set up its boards, put in its bars, and set up its columns. He spread the tent over the dwelling and put the covering on top of the tent as the Lord had commanded him. He took the commandments and put them in the ark. He placed the poles alongside the ark and set the preparatory upon it, and he brought the ark into the dwelling and hung the curtain veil, thus screening off the ark of the commandments as the Lord had commanded him. Then the cloud covered the meeting tent, and the glory of the Lord filled the dwellings. Moses could not enter the meeting tent because the cloud settled down upon it, and the glory of the Lord filled the dwelling. Whenever the cloud rose from the dwelling, the children of Israel set out on their journey. But if the cloud did not lift, they would not go forward. Only when it lifted, then they would go forward. In the daytime, the cloud of the Lord was seen over the dwelling, whereas at night fire was seen in the cloud by the whole house of Israel in all the stages of their journey. The response of our psalm is Psalm 84, that is, verses 3 to 6, 8, and 11. The response is, how lovely is the dwelling place of the Lord, mighty God. How lovely is the dwelling place, O Lord, mighty God. My soul yearns and pines for the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh cry out for the living God. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord, mighty God. Even the sparrow finds a home, and the swallow a nest in which she puts her young. Your altars, O Lord of hosts, my King and my God. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord, mighty God. Blessed are they who dwell in your house. Continually they praise you. Blessed the men whose strength you are. They go from strength to strength. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord, mighty God. I'd rather one day in your courts than 1,000 elsewhere. I had rather lie at the threshold of the house of my God than dwell in the tents of the wicked. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord, mighty God. Alleluia, alleluia. Open our hearts, O Lord, to listen to the words of your Son. Alleluia, alleluia, from Acts 16:14. The gospel is from Matthew 13:47 to 53. Jesus said to the disciples, the kingdom of heaven is like a net thrown into the sea, which collects fish of every kind. When it is full, they haul it ashore and sit down and put what is good in the buckets, what is bad they throw away. Thus it will be at the end of the age. The angels will go out and separate the wicked from the righteous and throw them into the fiery furnace, where there will be wailing and grinding of teeth. Do you understand all these things? They answered, yes. And he replied, then every scribe who has been instructed in the kingdom of heaven is like the head of the household who brings from his storeroom both the new and the old. When Jesus finished these parables, he went away from there. That is the word of God on Breakfast with God. We continue in a moment. Stay tuned to Nice.
Cause I wanna see you brighten up my life, and I wanna see you make everything right. Cause I'm desperate.
The music of Kyoka Cruikshank as we continue with Breakfast with God that comes to you Mondays to Fridays. I'm Dougie D. Freitas with you on your nice station, 2% radio, 98% love, national interactive concern and enlightening. The glory of the Lord fill the dwelling. Exodus 40:34. What is most glorious royal palace that has ever been built? What is the most glorious royal palace that has ever been built? You might answer Versailles in France, with its 2,300 rooms and its vast hall of mirrors. Or maybe the Winter Palace in St. Petersburg, which covered more than 2 million square feet. Or perhaps the Forbidden City in Beijing, which was the palace of the Chinese emperor for more than 500 years. You may think so. How about a tent in the middle of the Sinai desert instead? That's the structure Moses had built to house the Ark of the Covenant and the place where Israel's priests would offer sacrifice to the Lord. As today's first reading tells us, when Moses completed the construction of this tent, the glory of the Lord himself filled the place in the form of a great cloud in Exodus 40:34. There was nothing more glorious than that. On the outside, Moses' tent probably didn't look anywhere near an awe-inspiring or a grand place. But imagine how it must have felt being in the inside when the cloud of God's glory settled on it. No amount of gold, leaf, or crystal chandeliers could ever come close. Fast forward 3,000 years later, there is something even more astounding. Each of us has become a glorious dwelling place for the Lord. The body is the temple of the Lord. As St. Paul reminds the Corinthians, do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit within you, whom you have from God? In 1 Corinthians 6:19. And as he told the Ephesians, we are his handiwork, created in Christ Jesus. And when God crafts something as his handiwork, it is glorious indeed. There is something that we should always keep in mind, Each of us has the dignity and the kind of grandeur, both because we are created in God's image and likeness and because we have been redeemed by him and have become a dwelling place for his Holy Spirit. That we, all of human frailties, could hold God's presence is truly stupendous. Even when life throws challenges our way, remember that we are still the temple of the Holy Spirit. God himself dwells in us. So Lord, I'm desperate for you. Lord, may we never, ever forget that we have been filled with your glory. Help us to rejoice in that truth every day. That's Breakfast with God that comes to you Mondays to Fridays. I'm Dougie D. Freitas with you on your nice station. 2% radio, 98% love. National interactive concern and enlightening. Stay tuned to Nice Radio.
Without your grace, I'm like a ship without a
Dougie, I love getting up with you in the morning.
Dougie? Who's Dougie?
You know, Dougie the Freitas from Nice Radio.
Oh, okay then. Well, let's get up and get in gear.
Oh no, not before you give me that kiss on the back of my neck.
In Gear Our early morning show, brought to you Monday to Friday on Nice Radio by Douglas the Freitas. In gear Monday to Friday from 6:35 in the morning to 9 o'clock. 2.5 hours of early morning wake-up action. Don't miss it, Monday to Friday in gear on Nice Radio.
I want to tell you, don't rev it so hard so early in the morning. You're going to blow that engine. Be good, be kind, and be careful to your vehicle. If you want it to take care of you, you got to take care of it. Nice Radio for nice people. This is the In Gear Show on Nice Radio.
I passed by a brethren the other day. If you see he plays rat and cockroach racing, mosquito fighting one another for come knee in your ears, and the amount of woodlights I see, I had to wonder if them been in the wood with no attack and build the ark. I said, bye, call Flick.
For the eradication of pests, Flick is your answer. Before and after construction of your domestic and commercial buildings, Flick uses environmentally safe chemicals and keep washrooms fresh with the Aroma Odor Control and the FemCare Sanitary Disposal Systems. Call Flick Pest Control today at 457-1857 or click www.flickpestcontrol.com.
Bowman's Pharmacy, why choose us? We have all the prescriptions and over-the-counter medications, personal care products, lowest price guaranteed. Located conveniently next to the Bank of SVG on Grenville Street. Opening hours Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Email us bowmanspharmacy@yahoo.com. Call us today at 456-2235 or 593-3918. Bowman's Pharmacy, easy to find and ready to serve you.
Since 2012, we have provided reliable, professional dialysis services in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are now proud to offer you new solutions for your health problems. Each new solution is being delivered to you with the same high degree of care and professionalism. We also use the best technology in the delivery of our services. So, does your doctor need a precise view of what's happening inside your body? Let us perform an ultrasound for you. Ladies, if it's your breasts, then choose our mammography service. For all issues related to men and women's health at any stage in your life, our team can perform the necessary investigations to put your mind at ease and recommend solutions for your problems. If it's to see within your chest or check for broken bones and fractures, then use our state-of-the-art U-arm X-ray service. For you aging men and women, we can now check your bone density, which will reduce any complications that may arise with overall bone health, osteoporosis, or arthritis. Health Solutions will provide answers and results in a timely, accurate manner in the most comfortable environment, while you are taken care of by well-trained and experienced staff. Please call us today at 451-2836 or 434-3170, or visit us online at healthsolutionsSVG.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Health Solutions, where we are providing solutions in SVG with care.
A blessed good morning to those who are now joining us and those who have been with us from the wee hours of the morning. I want to thank you for being there. And remember, whatever you do or say today, whether you agree or you disagree vehemently on a matter of point, be it family, social, religious, or political, to do it in love, because love is God. Love is of God. Love conquers all. I wanted to have a nice day today. A great day, a most wonderful day, ladies. Keep sugar jealous. You know, tomorrow will be Emancipation Day. And it's a day when we're supposed to put our minds in a mindset that will make us free from the vagaries of our past experiences. When we're supposed to be mentally free from modern day colonialism, when we're supposed to be mentally free from those who are like wolves in sheep clothing, parading about in all kinds of forms and fashion and speaking wonderful words that mean precious little. Tomorrow is a day that we're supposed to be celebrating a freedom that is in the spirit, and not just necessary in the body. But we have been recolonialized over the last 25 5 years in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. As one politician said, when they pee on the nation, they tell us it's rain. We have been saddled with debt unbelievable. And we have the hook in the gill, as pronounced by Prime Minister Gonzalez. He said he put a hook in the gill of every Vincentians by overloading us with debt, by wasting our resources, by spending monies that they don't have to do foolishness. But one of the biggest things is that just like how Africa is now pushing back against Europe because of Europe super development, and the African persons are still without roads, electricity, and some basic amenities in a lot of the villages in Africa. Europe is thriving. Similarly, we see the Unity Labour Party and their cahoots striving, and the rest of St. Vincent and the Grenadines eating plantain, because it is a plantain democracy. That's what it is, a plantain democracy. They say it's a participatory democracy. Gonzalez like to proclaim that in Parliament. You know, this is a participatory democracy. But when the opposition speak, they are shut down. The Speaker of the House is ready there with an axe to determine what you could say and what you cannot say by some false rules that they concoct just to suppress this participatory democracy. But thank God for people who are not afraid to speak and have never lost their voices, so that they can speak and continue and continually update the people of the circumstances surrounding. Tomorrow is supposed to be a day when we are celebrating a mindset that takes us to a different level, where we should have been in a position where we had a productive sector that would generate millions of dollars and take us out of this whole enslavement that we have to come back to Papa for every single thing in this country. Tomorrow supposed to be Emancipation Day. How emancipated are you when you can't stop a stale-bred cat? But you see, members of the Unity Labour Party and families can have speedboats that is faster than the Coast Guard. And the law is said and made in Parliament that no vessel would be allowed to have the horsepower that is faster than the Coast Guard. Yet, the security of the country is at bay because the participatory democracy is nowhere to be found, and people just running around showing off the riches that they had never even worked a good day in their lives. You see, mental slavery, physical slavery, the hook in the gill is not part of emancipation. It can never be. Listen up, people of SVG.
Let's get your laundry clean and fresh with the widest range of washing machines and dryers in SVG. At Singer, choose between our West Point and Speed Queen brands with an array of washing machines with payments starting as low as $92 per month. Your laundry room wouldn't be complete without a Whirlpool or Speed Queen electric or gas-operated dryer, saving your energy consumption. Also in stock is our West Point washer dryer combo for only $136 per month. One machine that does the work of two. No need to change machines, just toss in your laundry and forget about it. Whether your preference in machines is top loading or front loading, whether you want a 9 kilogram or a larger 15 kilogram washer, whether you're looking for a gas or electric dryer, we've got it all at Singer. Visit us today and get the washing machine and dryer that's perfect for you. Singer, your family company.
It's a mega flash sale at District Stairs SVG for 2 days only, Tuesday and Wednesday, while stocks last, so don't miss out. There are massive discounts across the store. 60% off faucets, 50% off light fixtures, all tools, crown moldings, laminate and vinyl flooring and baseboard, and 20% off on tiles and tin sets. Are you renovating, upgrading, or building? Now is the time to save big, but for 2 days only. This Tuesday and Wednesday at District Stairs SVG. Come in today. We are located in the Russell Shopping Plaza, Stony Ground. Call us at 457-6490 or 496-7648. We are open from 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Sales are final.
Flo's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or larger. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
Nice Radio's birthday celebration package is brought to you with the compliments of the following.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good. That good. When you shop at Massy Stores. That good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family. Welcome to Subway, where you can always have it your way. My name is Stacy. What can I make for you?
Hey, Stacy. I'll have a chicken teriyaki salad. All veggies, please. And for my daughter, Naomi, a pizza. Naomi, what would you like to have on your pizza?
Pepperoni bacon.
They've got tomatoes as well.
Pepperoni bacon.
What about some fresh onions, corn, pineapple?
Pepperoni bacon.
Naomi, you can also have olives, jalapeno, extra meat.
Nope. Pepperoni bacon.
Stacy, can I have one chicken teriyaki salad, all veggies, please, and a pizza with pepperoni and bacon?
You can have it your way.
Come into our uptown or downtown location today or order on your favorite delivery app. Subway, have it your way.
The birthday winner of the week will receive a $20 gift voucher from Massy Stores and a $20 meal voucher from Subway.
And that is celebration time. 3 times in the mornings, 10 to 7, 10 to 8, 10 to 9. In the afternoons, 10 to 2, 10 to 3, 10 to 4, 10 to 5. Call us. The numbers are 4565967. 718-734-5615. WhatsApp is 498-3802. Call, text, leave a voice note if you want to. I have a person on the line there. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Decorator.
How are you this morning?
Nice, great, wonderful, and sweet.
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Barlow. It's a friend, Silvan.
Sorry?
It's a friend, Silvan.
Yeah, I realize that. Yeah,
Yes.
So,
I would like to send out the greetings to my loving nephew, Nashan Mackenzie of Soitubas, who celebrates his birthday today. All these greetings coming from his mom, brother, sisters, his two lovely daughters, and all his nephews, relatives, and friends. Hoping that he lives to see many more to come with good health and strength, and may he have an enjoyable one.
I certainly hope so. And how is your sister, Suzanne?
She good.
All right, okay. I hear from her.
You have a blessed one and be safe.
Same to you. Nice radio for nice people. 2% radio, 98% love. That's how we do it in the nice, let me see, boy, Laili Dutchy Brown, the Ron Brown. Brother, Laili, Ron younger than me, Laili, and me the same kind of age. So, Dutchy, I know you're listening. A very pleasant good morning. You know, we love you. And your brother Ron, he wanted to have a nice day. He say, hope Noreen give you all them fancy kisses that I don't know. You want to spy on you, man. Good morning.
Good morning, my doggy.
Hey, what's up, Charlene?
Hey, good morning to Creamy.
Yeah,
good morning to Papi.
You better call it out good.
Tatis, I love you. Good morning to my friend Cassie. Good morning to Uncle Carlton and to Cecilia up in Calder. Good morning to Cousin Brenton and to Uncle Welcome. To all my families and friends, good morning to my crew down there in Coalfield, Peppy and friends. And good morning to the staff of Nice Radio. And advance birthday greetings going out to my husband, Kurt Bascom of Brighton. He will be celebrating his birthday on Monday, God spare. Greetings coming
it's
from
Monday. I thought it was today. Oh, the 4th. Yes.
greetings coming from all his family and from all his friends.
So start kissing from today?
I tell you, right?
Action. How many times you kiss him already?
100 times.
Huh?
You don't get 100
You
kiss.
get 100 already?
Yeah.
A little is a feast. Who desire more as a beast?
So, Dougie, have yourself a blessed day and you enjoy your weekend.
All right, Charlie.
And be safe.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Nice radio for nice people. Oh gosh, I got so many things. So we got now. Good morning, Dougie. Hope you are doing okay. I would like to send out birthday greetings to my son Sean Fraser living in Canada, coming from his mom Pung's dad Bowsy, sister, brothers, nieces, nephews, home and abroad, wishing him happy birthday. May he live to see many more birthdays to come. By God's grace and everything, you put God first. Enjoy your day and be safe. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Nice, great, wonderful, and shoot sugar, jealous, and honey bun.
Honey bun bakery walking boy. Who's celebrating?
A friend of mine, Donna Collins, of Caratal, she's celebrating her big day today, and she has greetings coming from her children and grandchildren. And I'm sending out advance birthday greetings to a little friend of mine, Damian Collins. He's living in Canada.
And
he will be celebrated on Saturday, and he has greetings coming from...
Saturday was the second?
Yes, please. And he has greetings coming from the Collins family and from his mom in Canada. Hope when they come, they all do enjoy it and hope they will live to see many and many more years to come. And all these greetings are coming from Diane.
All right, Diane. Take it easy, Diane. All right, Diane. 1 minute on to the hour. Lancelot, Charles, and Rosalind Peters. They're celebrating the anniversary. Me understand that, you know. Oh, Rosalind Peters and thing. What kind of crazy thing all is sending me here? What I mean, Lancelot and Rosalind Charles. I don't know how they have it mixed up this, so I don't know who is who. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Hey, how are you, my darling?
I am blessed, nice, great, and
I know you say having a problem with the radio.
Yes.
Okay.
Some problem.
What it is?
Noise. Not saying anything. Just noise.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll come down later today. I don't know what went on there. So who's celebrating?
I would like to send over belated birthday to my dear sister in Christ, Elizabeth Stevens. She celebrated yesterday. And all these greetings went out to her from her children, her grandchildren, sisters and brothers, nieces, and all her relatives and friends, and from the pastor and member of the Spring Village Pentecostal Assembly, especially with the ladies department. We all join to wish her a blessed day, a wonderful day, and I pray and trust God she do enjoy her day yesterday, and that she will live to see many and many more birthdays to come. Elizabeth Stephen, we all love you very much.
Tell me something. Did that commerce man down in Mustique, did he call you to find out the date me and you went on? He called? He said he was going to try find out if it's true.
I haven't heard from Julia.
Well, just tell him the truth. Tell him we went away for the weekend. Tell him we went down Canawan because they didn't want to come Mustique. We went Canawan.
Okay, I will let him know when he
tell
calls
him
me.
so. Julian,
good morning, Julian. Enjoy your day today.
Julian, you hear the truth now? We went to Canada and spent the weekend. All right. So, see you, my dear. Okay.
Okay, have a blessed day.
Okay. Nice radio for nice people. Brenton Victor Kane, ex-Coast Guard Commander. Brenton, good morning. Happy birthday. You're making me late for news, you know, because I had to call out your birthday. I don't know if it's Brighton, Rattamil. I don't even know where you live in now. We have Phyllis Ford. Phyllis, good morning. Major, Phyllis birthday today, no? Phyllis celebrating today. All right. Who else? Who else they're celebrating? I guys have remember. All right, some other people celebrating. All right, so we're gonna deal with all of that in the next one because this whole thing make me late for news, and I have to blame. But but the part of our family of Nice Radio, so we always give way to that. Stay tuned to Nice.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
St. Vincent Jewelry has been operating since 1989. The owners have 53 years of experience both in St. Vincent and the USA. At St. Vincent Jewelry, we have jewelry for every occasion. Come in today and experience our selection of fine jewelry, perfect for every budget and every style. Whether it's a delicate ring, a timeless necklace, or a pair of dazzling earrings, St. Vincent Jewelry is the place for you. Visit us today. We are located on the ground floor of the Caress building, or call us at 457-9111. Shop local. St. Vincent Jewelry Limited, for every occasion. We are also located in the E.T. Joshua Mall in Annisville.
Nice Radio's news highlights is coming to you with the compliments of the following.
Shop at Lanes where you come first. For value and quality you can trust. Lanes. For home hardware, fashion and more. The best prices at every store. A warm Vincent welcome is waiting for you. At Lane's your family store for value.
And before we start the news, I'd just like to inform you that at 8:35 this morning, we'll be having a real interesting chat with Ambassador Kingsley Lane this morning here in the Nice 8:35. Well, we start our news this morning with this. That's the voice of Kyoka Cruikshank as we bring to you that Kyoka has made history for the first Vincentian to receive the Marlin Awards of the Caribbean most prestigious music honors. The 29th annual ceremony took place Saturday, July 17th in Nassau, Bahamas, where Cruikshank took home the award for Outstanding Traditional Recording Female for her single, A Little More Fire. A Little More Fire. And I'll give you a little more fire from Kyoka Cruikshank so that we can get that in the right perspective.
A little more fire in my soul. A little more fire in my soul. A little more fire in my soul. I pray when the saints come out to praise, the Lord will come and have his way.
Kyoka Cruikshank was nominated in two additional categories: Outstanding Reggae Vocal Performance with Desperate for You, the first clip that we played, and the Outstanding Adapted Female, There a Little More Fire in My Soul. Congratulations, Kyoka, Lady of the Soil. This country's opposition party, the New Democratic Party, is in good hands currently and also for the future. The Honorable Major Sinclair Leacock, Vice President of the party, on the party's New Time program, made the proclamation yesterday. His Major.
And it is a joy to hear where people like Kishore and Philip want to take St. Vincent. In other words, NDP is a good, solid platform, but they're taking the parties to new levels.
Sure.
And they may not be the persons who are most steeped in political practice. But at the same time, you don't have to be steeped in political practice to be able to advance economic and social development.
That's true.
And when you listen to them, at times advocacy, at times complementing each other, and taking the contributions of people like Conroy, it is really heartwarming to see how much the New Democratic Party is, in fact, in good hands.
True.
Is in good hands. And Dr. Friday is right when he captures and said, look, this thing of politics is not a sprint. It's a relay.
A relay, yeah.
You have to pass the baton. And when you're passing the baton, you have to know how far back you could stay in the lane to receive the baton, or you get disqualified. Or you can't go too far forward right for the guy bringing it to you. Then you're also outside of the space in which you must receive the baton. So it has to be a rehearsed and practice thing. And while many of us intend to be at the wicket for some time, those of us who are in our wisdom years and in our experience years and our matured years and our politically sensitive years, it is a good thing to see how we are nurturing and making room for the new and young political aspirants and how they are grasping it with both hands to build on the foundation of the New Democratic Party.
And that's Major Sinclair Leacock. The industry within the Ministry of Agriculture is pleased to announce that it is now accepting applications to its small business grants program. This is the third year the program is being held to provide financial assistance to businesses in the agro-processing sector. It was developed by the industry unit to help agro-processing in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to improve their competitiveness. Under the Small Grants Program, industry unit will award grants up to $2,000 for product development, packaging, labeling, innovation, and product testing. The application closure date is the 11th of August, 2025 at the CED Kingston Park. The United States Embassy in Barbados and Eastern Caribbean is proud to announce that Mrs. Kiwana Frederick Gibson of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is currently in the United States participating in the U.S. Department of State's International Visit Leadership Program. And she's taken the program the 3 weeks professional exchange title, the U.S. Judicial System. Mrs. Gibson is a sergeant in the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, serves as Assistant Commissioner of Police. In her role, she coordinates training opportunities for armed forces and serves as the primary liaison for the U.S. Embassy Military Liaison Office, MLO. On July 28, police arrested and charged Orland Woods, a 33-year-old laborer of Magum, with the offense of criminal trespass. According to investigation, he was accused of entering the property of 42-year-old teacher of Magum with the intent to commit the offense of theft. Woods was granted station bail at $1,500 EC with one surety. He's expected to appear before the Georgetown Magistrate Court August 11th. July 28, police arrested and charged a 31-year-old Nibron Murphy, a seaman from Port Elizabeth, Beckway, for multiple traffic violations. According to investigations, on July 26, Murphy was observed riding a motorcycle PK 630 in Port Elizabeth, Beckway, following conditions without wearing a protective helmet, without the valid license for the period May 1st to October 31st, without display in the front identification marks, without valid insurance policy for a motorcycle, without renewing his driver's permit, which expired April 28, 2025. Murphy was granted bail of $2,000 with one surety, scheduled to appear to the Kingston Magistrate Court Wednesday, August the 6th, to answer charges. In the region in Guyana, more than 2,000 ranks of the Guyana Police Force will receive long-awaited promotions effective August 1st as part of the comprehensive package of reforms announced by President Ali aimed at modernizing the force and recognizing dedicated service. In Trinidad, in a major breakthrough against organized crime, Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has busted a major car theft operation, culminating in the arrest and charging of a suspect believed to be the main player behind the recent surge in motor vehicle theft plaguing central northeastern Trinidad. Police said through coordinated surveillance, intelligence gathering, and strategic interviews, 30-year-old Alan Balkasoon, aka Lal, of Williamsville and Malik, was arrested on July 22nd. Subsequent investigations revealed key information that led to the recovery of several stolen vehicles. In Grenada, the African Export Bank, Bank is in collaboration with the government of Grenada, hosted the 4th Afro-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum from July 28 to the 29th in St. George's, Grenada, acknowledging the deep-rooted historical, cultural, ancestral ties between Africa and the Caribbean. The forum reaffirmed a shared commitment to building a prosperous and self-sustaining global Africa. The event also celebrated the announcement of a trade and investment agreement exceeding $300 million. Barbados has signed 2 loan agreements worth $92.7 million with the Saudi Fund for Development to help improve health care and housing across the island. The signing took place on Wednesday at the government headquarters. The first loan of $58.5 million will go towards upgrading the polyclinics and building new ones at Randall, Phillips, and Oistings, Eunice, Gibson, and Warrens. The second loan is $34.2 million will support urban renewal projects, including better access to water, housing, and other infrastructure. In Dominica, parliamentary representative for the Marigot constituency, Anthony Charles, said he is ready to begin his term as opposition leader. He highlighted the ongoing impasse during the response of the 2025 national budget on Monday. Charles contested in 1 December 2022 snap election as the independent candidate in the Marigot constituency. Jamaica Labour Party leader Andrew Holness, along with several senior party members, were out in full force on Wednesday distributing booklets across St. Andrew highlighting the party's record achievements. The team made stops in areas including Halfway Tree, Crossroads, Liguania as part of the wider campaign push ahead of the upcoming constitutionally due elections. In Latin America, 7 Costa Rican government ministers, including Vice President and Finance Minister, have presented their resignations. President Rodrigo Chavez says on Wednesday, adding that they decide to seek new horizons to move the country forward. Vice President Stephen Brunner and Minister of Finance Nagoya Acosta are among those who chose to step down, Chavez says. The Canadian province of Ontario has cancelled a 100 million Canadian or $68.12 million satellite high-speed internet contract with Elon Musk company Starlink, following through a vote by the province premier to cut ties in retaliation to U.S. tariffs imposed on Canada. The United States is suspending the minimum exception that allow low-value commercial shipments to be shipped in the United States without facing tariff, the White House said on Monday. President Donald Trump said the package value under $800 million spent outside. And with that, we also bring you the world news tonight from ABC.
Tonight, we have breaking news. The verdict just in, the case making national headlines. A family dentist who authorities say was secretly and systematically poisoning his wife, lacing her protein shakes with cyanide, the mother of his 6 children. The verdict a short time ago, and you will see the moment in court. Also tonight, the images pouring in, one of the largest earthquakes ever on record. An 8.8, homes shaking, doctors protecting a cancer patient during surgery, leading to tsunami warnings and alerts from Japan to Hawaii to the west coast of the U.S. And tonight here, what scientists now say we should prepare for. Tonight in New York City, the stunning story now emerging from that deadly rampage on Park Avenue in that high-rise office building. One of the workers who was shot and what he did, crawling through a doorway after being shot and calling several floors up in that building, what he told his coworkers and friends on that call. Tonight, a disturbing headline: a city councilman intentionally doused with flammable liquid and set on fire. Tonight, with this dangerous heat and the sudden temperature drop soon coming, the Northeast, New York City, now bracing for the potential for dangerous storms and possible flash flooding. So Lee Goldberg is here. He'll time this out. You'll remember the crash over the Potomac. Tonight, new images right here of those final moments. An American Airlines flight and the U.S. Army Black Hawk. And now we learn what the pilots of that passenger plane said in those final moments. Tonight, the children of Gaza, the haunting images of hunger. Ian Pannell on the desperate need for food. Back in the U.S., the deadly explosion, and now we learn 2 children were inside that plant along with a worker, all 3 killed. The children were waiting to be taken to a doctor's appointment. The news tonight involving former Vice President Kamala Harris, her big decision revealed. Tonight, swimmers urged to get out of the water with sharks spotted in the Northeast, 2 major beaches. A tearful Sharon Osbourne as thousands of fans lined the streets to remember Ozzy Osbourne. And the American couple on vacation in Greece, millions have now seen this. The boyfriend recording what was supposed to be his picture-perfect proposal, but then the other couple walking right into frame.
And that's the ABC World News Tonight headlines. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer and Omar Sultan Hitham bin Tariq Al Sayed agreed on Wednesday to deepen collaboration across energy, technology, defense, and security. The Downing Street spokesperson said during talks in London, where the leaders also discussed the ongoing UK Gulf Cooperation Council trade negotiations, the leaders called for urgent humanitarian aid to reach Gaza, saying the current situation cannot continue. Portugal's government announced on Wednesday an investment plan worth 4 billion euros or 4.6 billion US to expand and modernize its main ports over the next 10 years, 75% of which will be done by private companies. The government projects that these investments will increase cargo movement to 125 million tons annually by 2035, a 50% increase compared to the most recent data from 2023, as well as 70% rise in container throughout the 6.5 million 20-foot equivalent units. Nurses in Nigeria and public hospitals began the 7-day warning strike. Here is more out of Africa.
Nigerian nurses began a strike on Wednesday over what they say is a lack of support for the healthcare sector. It's the first time nurses have gone on strike in the last 40 years in Africa's most populous nation. At the National Hospital Abuja, this ward was filled with patients, but the workstation remained empty. Obina Nangu was admitted with an injured leg.
I'm very serious pain. Nobody to attend to me.
Nurses like Olusanya Mopelola said the Nigerian government ignored their long working hours and staffing shortages.
And at least 22 people have been killed in violent protests across Angola.
The government of Angola announced that the number of fatalities from violent protests against the fuel price increase had climbed to 22 on Wednesday, up from the previous day's count of 4. The unrest began on Monday when minibus taxi associations initiated a 3-day strike in response to the government's decision to raise diesel prices by 1/3, part of a strategy to reduce expensive subsidies and strengthen public finances. Violence, looting, and confrontations with police erupted in the capital, Luanda, and subsequently spread to other provinces. A statement from the presidency also reported 197 injuries and 1,214 arrests, while 66 shops and 25 vehicles were vandalized. Additionally, some supermarkets and warehouses were looted, according to the statement.
In the Middle East, Israel could threaten to annex parts of Gaza to increase pressure on the militant group Hamas, as the Israeli minister said on Wednesday, an idea that would deal a blow to Palestinian hopes of statehood and the land Israel now occupies. The comment came day after Britain said it would reorganize a Palestinian state in September unless Israel takes steps to relieve the suffering of Gaza and agrees to a ceasefire in the war with Hamas. Bangladesh government has approved a purchase of 220,000 metric tons of wheat from the United States as part of efforts to cool trade tensions and reduce steep import tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump's administration. The Qatar officials said on Wednesday the purchase has been approved by Bangladesh under the government-to-government deal of 302.75 tons of food. Ministry said it would supply by Singapore-based trading houses. The huge earthquake off Russia coast triggers tsunami warnings around the Pacific.
We begin with the impact from tsunami alerts along the West Coast and Hawaii, as well as Alaska, Japan, and Russia. This all came after Tuesday's major 8.8 magnitude earthquake off Russia's east coast. Right now, the tsunami advisory along Washington's coast has just expired. The same for Oregon and most of California, except for a small part of the Northern California coast near the Oregon border. But new tsunami warnings are now impacting South America's Pacific coast, forcing evacuations in Chile and Colombia. New video just in shows police guiding people to higher ground on Easter Island. Russia suffered the biggest impact from tsunami waves, causing damage along the sparsely populated Kamchatka Peninsula. And in Japan, a tsunami warning forced millions of people to evacuate to higher ground, many heading to the rooftops of tall buildings. There are no reports of any major damage there. Tsunami warnings were also issued for Hawaii, California, and Alaska. Evacuations in Honolulu caused major traffic backups on the highways. Beaches were deserted and boats left marinas for open waters. Hotel guests on the Hawaiian Islands were urged to head to higher floors. The biggest wave recorded off the coast of Hawaii was 5.7 feet above sea level. Evacuation orders there have now been lifted.
And that's the news. 7:24 is the time. The sports coming up. Stay tuned to Nice 96.7 1013 90.3 FM on your dial. niceradio.info on your browser dial. Okay.
And now for the latest in sports, sponsored by the following.
CK Grace and Company is the number one supermarket, 100% intention. Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always say by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one, CK Grace and Company, and we are Vincent John's, a supermarket for you and me.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM, and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. Legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight. Professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Excellent Vincentian products.
On Tuesday, August 5th, there'll be thousands of dollars to be won. A lotto jackpot of $186,000. A new home, car, or that college education.
Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Next Lotto jackpot, $186,000. $1,191,000. That's the Super 6 jackpot. For Saturday, August 2nd, you can be a millionaire with the next Super 6 jackpot, $1,191,000.
The public is asked to note that chiropractor Dr. Edmund Seeley is now conducting clinic and will see patients by appointments only. To make an appointment, call 456-9318 or 531-5318.
Sports report for Thursday, the 31st of July 2025. In the Winlock Games, match day 5 basketball, Grenada and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada 93, SVG 43. The volleyball matches for males scheduled for last evening were rescheduled to Friday at 1 and 3 p.m. The matches between Dominica and Grenada will continue from the second set at 1 p.m. and SVG versus St. Lucia will occur at 3 p.m. In the Top Belay Cricket Organization weekend games on Saturday, first match would be at 1 p.m. Combat Warriors versus Greg's Young Stars, 3 p.m. All Stars versus Hilltop. On Sunday, there'll be 3 games, 10 a.m. Duck Squad United versus Fairburn United, 12:30 p.m. Dr. Thomas Injectors versus East Kingston, 3 p.m. AIA Reload versus Daphne United. In football, in the Southeast Development Inc., the football competition will begin on Sunday. The venue is at the Stubbs Playing Field. The opening ceremony at 3 p.m. The competition starts at 4 p.m. with an opening match at Stubbs Youth versus Brighton. In the Bayabu football game yesterday, in the league at Bayabu, yesterday's game between Caesars Real Estate, Mount Brennan and Canaan, the game ended in favor of Canaan with the score being 2-1. The winning goals were scored by Bertram Desans, 1 goal, and Javed Ordain. The goal scorer for Caesars Real Estate was Karen Williams, who scored the lone goal. That's all for local sports. Dougie the Freitas presenting. In the rest of the sporting world, in West Indies cricket, in the 4th Youth T20, the United States beat the West Indies under 19 women by 3 wickets and 4 balls remaining. The West Indies under 19 women posted 89 for 8 off 20, while the United States of America under 19 women 92 for 7 off 19.2 overs. Tomorrow, Friday the 1st, the West Indies under 19 women will meet again with the United States under 19 women in the 5th Youth T20. On Saturday, the second T20, West Indies would meet with Pakistan. And on Sunday the 3rd, West Indies women under 19 would meet again with the United States under 19. And the 3rd T20, West Indies would meet again with Pakistan. And the first ODI on the 8th of August, West Indies would meet with Pakistan. Sunday, August the 10th, would be the second ODI, West Indies with Pakistan. And the third ODI would be on the 12th of August, West Indies against Pakistan, all in the United States of America in Florida. In men's international test match series, Zimbabwe against New Zealand at close of play yesterday, Zimbabwe was 149 all out of 60.3 overs. New Zealand posted 164 for 3 of 48 overs. New Zealand leads Zimbabwe by 15 runs and 7 wickets remaining at close of play yesterday. In football, the UEFA Championship Leagues continues in the second qualifying rounds. The UEFA Women's Championship League also in the first qualifying round. Semi-finals continue today. The Highland and Lowland League would continue, and the Lowland League and Brazilian Serie A. Gramaria beat Florentiza 2-1 in the Norwegian League. Bardo Glimt beat Stem Godets 1-0. In the MLS Soccer in the United States, the league standings and emerging teams, Philadelphia Union are unexpectedly top in the league, having won 10 of their first 17 matches under the new management, Bradley Connell. A dramatic turnaround from their 2024 campaign. In the Western Conference, San Diego FC, the newest expansion team, is expressing, and with its bold tactical approach, Their risky build-up the games and young roster have helped to lead them and lead the conference in their debut season. The current top of the table snapshots as of late July: Philadelphia Union with 37 points, Vancouver Whitecaps with 35 points, Santiago FC with 33 points, and FC Cincinnati with 33 points. We end with some tennis in the Canadian Open. Round 64 in men's singles, Ben Shelton beat Andrea Mananero 6-2, 6-3. Also, Gabriela Diallo beat Matteo Gente 6-3, 6-7. Lerna Tien beat Denis Shapovalov 7-6, 7-5. Alexandra Zverev beat Adam Walton 7-6, 6-4. In women's singles, round 64, Naomi Osaka beat Ludmila Samanova 4-6, 7-6, 6-3. Iga Swiatek beat Han Yu-Go 6-3, 6-1. Jessica Pigola beat Maria Sakkari 7-5, 6-4. And Coco Gauff beat Daniel Collins 5-7, 6-4, 6-7. That's all for sports. Dougie De Freitas presenting. Stay close to nice.
The weather is brought to you with the kind compliments of the following.
Operating a business these days can get really complicated. What if someone slips and falls? What if you get robbed or burglarized? What if the truck crashes and you lose everything? What if one of your employees get damaged? What if your product makes someone sick? Worry no more. Let Sentry Insurance protect you from those what ifs. Sentry Insurance, offering employee liability, workmen compensation, public liability, cash and goods in transit, bonds, professional indemnity, contractors all risk, and more. Talk to one of our friendly agents today. Call our Kingstown office at telephone number 456-2247 or Beckway 458-3855, or contact our representative, Mr. Jason Sargent, in the Bayshore Mall in Beckway at 454-4260. Call Sentry Insurance today. We can protect you. Sentry Insurance, upstairs the First St. Vincent Bank building in Kingstown.
Hennessy. Drive responsibly. Sole agent and distributors. Gonzalez Liquors. The weather is compiled at the Met Office at the AIA and brought to you compliments Hennessy and Sentry Insurance. At 6 a.m., the weather was partly cloudy. The winds northeasterly at 10 kilometers per hour or 11 miles per hour. The temperature was 27 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity was 81%, and the barometric pressure was 16.0 millibars. The last 24 rainfall was 0.7 millimeter. Yesterday's maximum temperature, 30.5 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum, 23.1 degrees Celsius. Sunset today is 6:32 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow, 5:49 a.m. Marine conditions. High tides, 11:34 a.m. and again at 10:36 p.m. One low tide at 6:24 p.m. Sea conditions, slight in open waters with swells 0.5 to 1.2 meters. Synopsis, weak and stable conditions linger across our islands. The forecast for today, partly cloudy with a few showers and slight haze. In the region and beyond, Trinidad, 23 degrees and fair. Barbados, 27 degrees, partly cloudy with showers. Antigua, 27 degrees and fair. San Juan, Puerto Rico, 26 degrees and partly cloudy. Miami, 28 degrees and fair. New York, 27 degrees and partly cloudy. Toronto, 18 degrees and overcast. London, 20 degrees and overcast. That's the weather compiled at the Met Office at the AIA and brought to you compliments Hennessy and Sentry Insurance.
We would like to say that Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum is the best rum in the world. And now we can. Voted the world's best rum at the World Rum Awards 2014, Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum. World class in a glass.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors. Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in 1.
Hop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for a specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up.
Reliability, convenience, and variety.
Richardson Motors is your number one stop.
Air filters, oil filters, fuel filters, disc pads and brake shoes, clutch disc, pressure plates, rotor plates, engine parts, fan belts, timing belts, oil seals, spark plugs, radiators, radiator hoses, water pumps, universal joints, suspension parts, KYB Japanese shocks for Toyota, Nissan, and Suzuki, tie rods, rack ends, ball joints. You can also get accessories, cleaning supplies, polishes, titanium tint, black tint, Valvoline motor oils, Toyota and Honda motor oils, transmission fluids, Michelin wiper blades, headlights, corner lights, HID kits, HID bulbs and ballast, LED bulbs, and much, much more can be had at Automax Auto Parts. Automax goes the extra mile and spend the extra dollar to ensure that you get first quality Japanese auto parts. Come see the difference at our showroom opposite the basketball court in Camden Park. Call us at 458-2000 or 529-2070. Visit us on Facebook, Automax Auto Parts. Drive the extra mile to get the best first quality auto parts.
Please note that we open on Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Nice Radio Nice Driver comes to you every weekday morning just following the 7 a.m. weather report and repeated on afternoons from 4:30 p.m.
Traffic is backed up on major highways.
Oh, I need gas. Good thing there's a Sol nearby.
Oh, good, because I really need a drink.
We know your time is precious and you have enough detours. Our convenient locations are there to serve you on your way. Enjoy the journey. Choose Sol.
Welcome back to the Nice Driver program. Today we look at some driving tips on brake failure. Have you ever experienced complete brake failure while driving? Most of us have not, mostly due to advanced technology fail-safes. However, the unlikely scenario is still possible. It is essential to know how to react if your brake fail. The split-second decision could be life-saving. How do you stop your vehicle that has a total brake failure? Pump the brake pedal continuously. This could build residual pressure in the brake system to slow the car, but will most certainly warn trailing traffic you are attempting to stop. If you feel brake pressure return, gradually press the brake until you come to a stop. Slowly and gradually pull or press down on your parking brake. Your parking brake is mechanical, not hydraulic, and will slow the car down from the rear wheels. However, do not activate your parking brake too quickly or forcefully, as your vehicle could spin out of control. If your parking brake does not work, you can shift into lower gears, one gear at a time, to slow the car down with the engine. This is called engine braking. If you have an automatic transmission, removing your foot from the gas pedal will allow your vehicle to downshift. Some automatic cars have a paddle shifter that allows you to control what gear you are in, which you can use to downshift. You do not want to downshift too quickly, as it can cause your vehicle to skid out of control. Tomorrow, we would continue with more driving tips on brake failure.
If you are a nice driver, you've got to take good care. When people board your van, you've got their lives in your hands, in your hands, your hands.
That's the end of the Nice Driver program. Join us tomorrow morning after the weather forecast for another Nice Driver segment.
I hear a story from Ken Corsby, cricket game in the jungle. Sunday morning right after church, big crowd assembled. Donkey say me fuss, I batting. You know I love me cricket. Crapper sit down behind the stumps. He say, alright, I keep in wicket. Giraffe and kangaroo at fine leg. Snake down in the gully. Umpire parrot in the tree. He say, alright fellas, are you ready? And he wants the crowd start to sing very loud if you hear them. Hit the ball, donkey, hit the ball. Cover, drive him and make him ball. Hook the man like Kali Charan and put him straight in the stand. Elephant turn and pick up the ball. He say, I open the bowling. Monkey say, boy, the size of you. If you say you're bowling, you're bowling. Well, elephant walk about half mile, and then he started running. He coming down like an express train, the whole blasted jungle shaking. When he see elephant coming down, oh, donkey start to shiver. Red Ants hit him a couple bites. He say, man, bat and pads together. And then the ones, the crowd start to sing very loud if you hear them. Hit the ball, donkey, hit the ball. Cover, drive him and make him ball. Hook the man like Vivian Richard and put him straight out the yard. Elephant coming down like a horse. He jump up high and deliver. The ball come down like a thunderbolt and bust the bat into splinter. Lick way donkey, lick way crapo, lick way snake in the gully. Lick down giraffe and kangaroo and gone whistling down to the boundary. Well, Red Ants lie down flat on the ground. He say, Lord, that elephant crazy. He must be Chinky, is Courtney Walsh, or the man from Antigua, Courtly. And the ones in the crowd start to sing very loud if you hear them. Hit the ball, donkey, hit the ball. Cover, drive him and make him ball. Hook the man like Brian Lara and put him out the pasture. Scatteration out on the field. Every man jack was hiding. Crapo lie down like if he dead. Giraffe and kangaroo limping. But Mr. Parrot, the umpire, he said, all you hold some straight. Elephant, that was a low ball. Donkey to bat again. The donkey turn round and watch Parrot. He say, Parrot, shut your mouth. You're behind safe up inside the tree. No ball, me tail, I out. And he turned to the crowd and he said, very loud, let me tell you, all you're talking about hit the man, but all your backside inside the stand. Send some other jackass to bat. This jackass finish with that.
Ring your bell, blow your shell. Cricket, cricket, lovely cricket. I'm telling you, ring your bell, blow your shell. Cricket, cricket, political cricket. I have a cricket metaphor to update the political score. Father and son at the wicket. and them man looking for a 6. 5 ball in the overgun, 1 ball to go. If Papa gets 6, next strike is the son, you know. But how he love bat, he don't want no strike to them. So even if he hit 6, he go try run 1 to make it 7. Nobody else get to bat at all. 1 man alone face every ball. Cricket, cricket, lovely cricket. They could have done take the damn wicket, but they drop him at second slip. Cricket, cricket, political cricket. So both you done gear up. They say he is the next batsman, but Pamela down at the bowler's end, ready to let go he hand. Dr. Friday said feel, man pan bong we all out. If they catch world bosses, captain out all out. You hear what I tell you? Ring your bell, blow your shell. Cricket, cricket, lovely cricket. I tell you, ring your bell, blow your shell. Cricket, cricket, political cricket. Look at the list, Gumry not playing. Even though he's the vice captain, he cannot handle Chevron pace. So they replace him easy with grace. Dr. Shallow, the new fast bowler, pitching in the right zone. His bungs are them tougher than Richmond Quarry Stone. But I know somebody don't want him. They have Cuban partners. If you think a light is Juan Carlos, who took Patel wicket? You wanna know why Luke still batting? He met 3 duck and they can't jump him. Cricket, cricket, lovely cricket. From the stands, I watching the scenery. I see Taiwan taking fish out the sea. Cricket, cricket, political cricket. A massive crowd in the stadium. People park all up Zion Hill. Fans from everywhere but the Grenadines, cause the place ain't fixing peril. And despite all the gun violence that happening in the stand, they still playing. Police say we don't have no gun. You hear what I tell you? Ring your bell, blow your shell. Cricket, cricket, lovely cricket. I tell you, ring your bell, blow your shell. Cricket, cricket, political cricket. You go think it's beach they have in the match. When we used to play with coconut bat, whoever owned the bat and the ball, they run the game and control it all. He is the spinner, baseman, wicket keeper, the opening batsman, middle order until ender. He is the coach, manager and selector. So whenever he out, oh Lord, you know the game over. This is his game, he control it. It's his bat and ball they playing with. Cricket, cricket, lovely cricket. So Kenton can't ask him no stupidness, but when he declaring his wicket, cricket, cricket, political cricket. And since he opened the batting, his 24 runs he get. He said he want more, but people say he want less. Umpires can't send him out. He ain't taking that loss. He go do like Guyana and turn the floodlights off. It's in the feeling in our weak side. It's in the meaning in our spot. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Cause the rhythm of life is pumping. Together going strong. No matter what we keep this flowing. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrating. Come let your rhythm flow.
Nice Radio's birthday celebration package is brought to you with the compliments of the following.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good. That good. When you shop at Massy Stores. That good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family.
Welcome to Subway, where you can always have it your way. My name is Stacy. What can I make for you?
Hey, Stacy. I'll have a chicken teriyaki salad. All veggies, please. And for my daughter, Naomi, a pizza. Naomi, what would you like to have on your pizza?
Pepperoni bacon.
They've got tomatoes as well.
Pepperoni bacon.
What about some fresh onions, corn, pineapple?
Pepperoni bacon.
Naomi, you can also have olives, jalapeno, extra meat.
Nope. Pepperoni bacon.
Stacy, can I have one chicken teriyaki salad, all veggies, please, and a pizza with pepperoni and bacon?
You can have it your way.
Come into our uptown or downtown location today or order on your favorite delivery app. Subway, have it your way.
The birthday winner of the week will receive a $20 gift voucher from Massy Stores and a $20 meal voucher from Subway.
Nice radio for nice people. 2% radio, 98% love, national, interactive, concern, and enlightening. You can call us. The numbers are 456-5967 and 718-734-5615. WhatsApp is 498-3802. Call or text. All right. So let's we got WhatsApp. Good morning. I'd like to send out 42nd wedding anniversary. 42nd anniversary for Ronald, Mr. Ronald and Joy Ryan of Calder. Wishing this wonderful couple many more years and continuous blessing from Mrs. Clark. All right. And then, good morning, Mr. De Freitas. Please help me to wish my son, Omoro. I don't know Omoro who. Son Omoro, happy birthday. I don't know. He lives in New York, so I'll have to find out last name. Okay, last name. Because he didn't tell me who, he just said Omoro. All right. So let me read it out. So good morning, Mr. D. Please help me wish my son Omoro happy birthday today, 31st. Wishing him God's richest blessing. Many, many happy returns. Omoro is living in New York. And also happy birthday to Ronaldo Franklin of Dixon Village, who is also celebrating his birthday today, wishing him all the best on his big day and many more years to come. All greetings coming from Danielle in New York. So it's Omoro John. The name is Omoro John. Well, thank you for sending me that. So this is New York. And, okay. All right. Let's see now. And Ronaldo Franklin is the next person. Okay. All right. So we got that happening here right now of both of them in New York. All right. Got it on the list. So now you're on the list there. And have a nice day. Well, we got Lancelot and Charles Rosalind Peters. I don't even understand this thing here. This is confusing. Canada celebrating their 15 years anniversary. If it's Lancelot Charles and Rosalind Peters, then it should be Lancelot and Rosalind Peters. But just like all the Senate, it's confusing. Fillmore Sprott is celebrating today. Phyllis Ford in Kingston. Brenton Victor Kane, ex-Coast Guard commander. Say Brighton, but I mean if it's Brighton he live. Lyle Dutchy Brown in New York. Well, we text this morning too, so he got it going down. Sean Fraser in Canada celebrating. Nashon Mackenzie in South Rivers. Kurt Bascom in Brighton celebrating on the 4th. Donna Collins in Carroll. Damian Collins in Canada celebrating on the 2nd. Elizabeth Stevens in Spring Village celebrating. And now we have Ronald and J. Ryan in Calder celebrating their 42nd wedding anniversary. Omaro John in New York and Rolando Franklin in New York. Those are the persons they celebrating with us today. All right. So the next celebration, as you know, is going to be 10 to 9. Want to remind you at 8:35, we'll be speaking with Ambassador Kingsley Lane this morning here on the Nice. So stay with us, organize yourself, do whatever you have to do, and things like that. Remember to drive dead left, don't be left dead. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Tomorrow is Emancipation Day. I hope that you emancipate yourself from all the different kinds of slaveries that are. Slavery is all kind of thing, you know. All right. And emancipate yourself from the mental ordeal that you are facing right here on the Nice. I don't know. Let me see what Jerome telling me here now. God bless the song. He say, you want to know if it's online. I am not so certain, Jerome. I don't know if if Madzat, but I sure Madzat just put all this stuff online. So if you Google it, and or if you go on YouTube, you should see Madzat. He would always put his stuff on the line. It's 2 minutes on to the hour of 8 o'clock. Let me pay some bills, bring in the news and sports.
Randy's Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy's Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
Enjoy KFC's finger-licking good chicken every day. Don't miss out on our crazy daily promotions. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at KFC St. Vincent to keep in the know. Can't make it to a restaurant? Call or WhatsApp us for delivery. Kingston 485-6555. Honnestville 4564122. You can also pre-order and pick up in Kingston at 534-6555. Honnestville 526-4122.
And now for Nice Radio's local news and sports.
Nice Radio's local news is coming to you with the compliments of the following.
Shop at Lanes, where you come first. For value and quality you can trust. Lanes. For home hardware, fashion and more. The best prices at every store. A warm fancy welcome is waiting for you. At Lanes, your family store for value.
It is 8 o'clock and it's time for local news and sports. Dougie De Freitas presenting. Well, we start with the achievement of Kyoko Cruikshank as she made history as the first Vincentian to receive the Marlin Awards, one of Caribbean's most prestigious music honors, and that took place in the Bahamas. She won that with this song.
A little more fire in my soul. A little more fire in my soul. A little more fire in my soul. I pray when the saints come out to praise, the Lord will come and have his way. Send more fire in my soul. I pray.
As Kyoko Cruikshank on the 29th annual ceremony of the Caribbean most prestigious award, the Marlin Awards, July 27th in Nassau, Bahamas, where Creoka Cruikshank took home the award for Outstanding Traditional Recorded Female for her single, A Little More Fire. She triumphed over notable Jamaican artists including Carleen Davis, Highway to Heaven, Ingrid Woodstock, Don't Doubt God. Cruikshank was also nominated in 2 additional categories: Outstanding Reggae Vocal Performance Female with Desperate For You and Outstanding Adapted Female Recording, A Little More Fire in My Soul. And also now Major Sinclair Leacock, who is the vice president of the party, said the New Democratic Party is in good hands currently also now and in the future. He was speaking on the New Times program yesterday. This is how he put that out there.
And it is a joy to hear where people like Kishore and Philip want to take St. Vincent. In other words, NDP is a good, solid platform, but they're taking the parties to new levels.
Sure.
And they may not be the persons who are more steeped in political practice. But at the same time, you don't have to be steeped in political practice to be able to advance economic and social development.
That's true.
And when you listen to them, at times advocacy, at times complementing each other, and taking the contributions of people like Conroy, it is really heartwarming to see how much the New Democratic Party is in fact in good hands.
True.
Is in good hands. And Dr. Friday is right when he captures and says, look, this thing of politics is not a sprint. It's a relay.
A relay, yeah.
You have to pass the baton. And when you're passing the baton, you have to know how far back you could stay in the lane to receive the baton or you get disqualified. Or you can't go too far forward either for the guy bringing it to you. Then you're also outside of the space in which you must receive the baton. So it has to be a rehearse and practice thing. And while many of us intend to be at the wicket for some time, those of us who are in our wisdom years and in our experience years and our mature years and our politically sensitive years, it is a good thing to see how we are nurturing and making room for the new and young political aspirants and how they are grasping it with both hands to build on the foundation of the New Democratic Party.
As Major Sinclair Leacock, the NDP is in good hands, he says. The industry unit within the Ministry of Agriculture is pleased to announce that it is now accepting applications to its small business grant program. This is the 3rd year that the program is being held to provide financial assistance to businesses in the agro-processing sector. It was developed by the industry unit to help agro-processing in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to improve their competitiveness. Under the small grants program, the industry will award grants of $2,000 for product development, packaging and labeling, innovation, and product testing. Application forms are available at the industry unit, located on the 2nd floor of the National Insurance Services Building, Kingston, or at the CED office at the ground floor of the Cooperative League Center at Lower Kingston Park. Applications close on August 11, 2025. The United States Embassy to Barbados in the Eastern Caribbean is proud to announce that Mrs. Kiwana Frederick Gibson of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is currently in the United States participating in the U.S. Department of State's International Visitor Leadership Program. She has taken part in the 3-week professional exchange titled The U.S. Judicial System. Mrs. Frederick Gibson is Sergeant in the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, serves as Assistant to the Commissioner of Police. In her role, she coordinates training opportunities for the armed forces and serves as the primary liaison for U.S. Embassy's Military Liaison Office, MLO. On July 28, police arrested and charged Alron Woods, a 33-year-old laborer of Magum, with the offense of criminal trespass. According to investigation, July 11th, he accuses entered the property of 42-year-old teacher of Magum With intent to commit the offense of theft, Woods was granted station bail, sum of 1,500 EC, with one surety is expected to appear before the Georgetown Magistrate Court August 11th to answer the charge. On July 28, police arrested and charged 31-year-old Nimrod Murphy, a seaman from Port Elizabeth, with multiple traffic violations. According to investigations, July 26, Murphy was observed riding a motorcycle PK630 in Port Elizabeth Beckway under the following conditions: without wearing a protective helmet, without a valid license for the period of May 1st to October 31st, 2025, without displaying the front identification mark, without a valid insurance policy for motor vehicle, without renewing his driver's permit, which expired April 30th, 2025. Murphy was granted station bail. The sum of $2,000 to one surety. He's scheduled to appear before the Kingston Magistrate Court on Wednesday, August 6th to answer the charge. That's it for the local news. Sports coming up. Stay tuned tonight. Dougie the Freight is presented 8 minutes or so after 8 o'clock.
And now for the latest in sports, sponsored by the following.
Remember, we are having a chat 8:35 with Ambassador Lane.
CK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket, 100% Intention supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always say by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one, CK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent John, a supermarket for you and me.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue, Furtis, Lilies, Midushi, manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM, and international standards, tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets, legitimate sheet and core sizes, virgin pulp, no recycled, soft but not lightweight, professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Furtis, Lilies, Mitushi, excellent Vincentian products.
Introducing 2 new Instacash games. Yes, 2 more chances to win more money instantly from the National Lotteries Authority. Get the new $2 game, Win It All, where you can win up to $2,500. And there's Stacko Cash for $3 with a top prize of $5,000. Win It All and Stacko Cash, new Instacash games loaded with lots of prizes. Available at all Lotto agents. Instacash, so easy to play, and you can win instantly.
The public is asked to note that chiropractor Dr. Edmund Seeley is now conducting clinic and will see patients by appointments only. To make an appointment, call 456-9318 or 531-5318.
Sports report for Thursday, the 31st of July, 2025. In the Winlock Games, Match Day 5 basketball, Grenada and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada 93, SVG 43. The volleyball matches for males scheduled for last evening were rescheduled to Friday at 1 and 3 p.m. The matches between Dominica and Grenada will continue from the second set at 1 p.m. and SVG versus St. Lucia will occur at 3 p.m. In the Top Belay Cricket Organization weekend games on Saturday, first match would be at 1 p.m. Combat Warriors versus Greg's Stars, 3 p.m. All Stars versus Hilltop. On Sunday, there'll be 3 games, 10 a.m. Duck Squad United versus Fairbairn United, 12:30 p.m. Dr. Thomas Injectors versus East Kingston, 3 p.m. AIA Reload versus Daphne United. In football, in the Southeast Development Inc., the football competition will begin on Sunday. The venue is at the Stubbs Playing Field. The opening ceremony at 3 p.m. The competition starts at 4 p.m. with an opening match at Stubborn Youth versus Brighton. In the Bayabu football game yesterday, in the league at Bayabu, yesterday's game between Caesars Real Estate, Mount Brennan and Canaan, the game ended in favor of Canaan with the score being 2-1. The winning goals were scored by Bertram Desans, 1 goal, and Javed Ordain. The goal scorer for Caesars Real Estate was Karen Williams, who scored the lone goal. That's all for local sports. Dougie the Freitas presents.
The weather is brought to you with the kind compliments of the following.
Operating a business these days can get really complicated. What if someone slips and falls? What if you get robbed or burglarized? What if the truck crashes and you lose everything? What if one of your employees get damaged? What if your product makes someone sick? Worry no more. Let Century Insurance protect you from those what-ifs. Century Insurance, offering employee liability, workman compensation, public liability, cash and goods in transit, bonds, professional indemnity, contractors all risk, and more. Talk to one of our friendly agents today. Call our Kingstown office at telephone number 456-2247 or Beckway 458-3855, or contact our representative, Mr. Jason Sargent, in the Bayshore Mall in Beckway at 454-4260. Call Century Insurance today. We can protect you. Century Insurance, upstairs the First St. Vincent Bank Building in Kingstown.
Hennessy. Drive responsibly. Sole agent and distributors. Gonzalves Liquors. The weather is compiled at the Met Office at the AIA and brought to you compliments Hennessy and Century Insurance. At 6 a.m., the weather was partly cloudy. The winds northeasterly at 10 kilometers per hour or 11 miles per hour. The temperature 27 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity was 81%, and the barometric pressure was 16.0 millibars. The last 24 rainfall was 0.7 millimeter. Yesterday's maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum 23.1 degrees Celsius. Sunset today is 6:32 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow 5:49 a.m. Marine conditions. High tides 11:34 a.m. and again at 10:36 p.m. One low tide at 6:24 p.m. Sea conditions slight in open waters with swells 0.5 to 1.2 meters. Synopsis: weak and stable conditions linger across our islands. The forecast for today: partly cloudy with a few showers and slight haze. In the region and beyond, Trinidad 23 degrees and fair. Barbados 27 degrees, partly cloudy with showers. Antigua 27 degrees and fair. San Juan, Puerto Rico 26 degrees and partly cloudy. Miami 28 degrees and fair. New York 27 degrees and partly cloudy. Toronto 18 degrees and overcast. London 20 degrees and overcast. That's the weather compiled at the Met Office at the AIA and brought to you compliments Hennessy and Century Insurance.
Randy's Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy's Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy's Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
We would like to say that Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum is the best rum in the world. And now we can. Voted the world's best rum at the World Rum Awards 2014, Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum. World class in a glass.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors. Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Hop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up.
Reliability, convenience, and variety.
Richardson Motors is your #1 stop.
Air filters, oil filters, fuel filters, disc pads and brake shoes, clutch disc, pressure plates, rotor plates, engine parts, fan belts, timing belts, oil seals, spark plugs, radiators, radiator hoses, water pumps, universal joints, suspension parts, KYB Japanese shocks for Toyota, Nissan, and Suzuki, tie rods, rack ends, ball joints. You can also get accessories, cleaning supplies, polishes, titanium tint, black tint, Valvoline motor oils, Toyota and Honda motor oils, transmission fluids, Michelin wiper blades, headlights, corner lights, HID kits, HID bulbs and ballast, LED bulbs, and much, much more can be had at Automax Auto Parts. Automax goes the extra mile and spend the extra dollar to ensure that you get first quality Japanese auto parts. Come see the difference at our showroom opposite the basketball court in Camden Park. Call us at 458-2000 or 529-2070. Visit us on Facebook, Automax Auto Parts. Drive the extra mile to get the best first quality auto parts.
Please note that we open on Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bonadies Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonadies Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bonadies Supermarket number 2 will always be here for you. Bonadies Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
Of a way I could make a difference. Talk to people about things that ain't true religion. Sometimes gotta press on, push through and fight. Giving up is not an option, it'll be alright. This ain't no joke, inspirational is what I do. There were times when I thought my dreams gonna come true, but through it all I keep hearing this line that said, baby girl, always let your candy shine. Because I can be anything. Weight upon my shoulders, I'm gonna rise. Mountain so high and I am gonna climb. Because I can do anything through you. Yes, you. He lied to himself, ain't got no motivation. Hate his job and the way that God made his image. He sits all day and waddles away, pours his goals out. Anyone who cares to listen, he pours his soul out. One day blinded by the light of conscience, I call it Holy Ghost, but skip the redundance. Ain't it funny how this world got you over? Weight of this world got you looking so much older. Think no love, a reason to just end your life. And now you're wondering, is it really worth the strife? There's a man who cares, listening ears, put your troubles on his shoulder, and in the morning it'll be over. I can be anything. Weight upon my shoulders, I'm gonna rise. Mountain so high and I am gonna climb. Because I can do anything through you. Yes, you. I said I can be anything. Weight upon my shoulders, I'm gonna rise. Mountain so high and I am gonna climb. Cause I can do anything through you. Yes, you. If you're broken, say I can. If you're weary, say I can. If you're hopeless, say I can. If you're tired, say I can. You still got love, say I can. You still got trust, say I can. Got a little faith, say I can. Let every breath say I can. shoulders, I'm gonna rise. Mountains so high, and I am gonna climb because I can do anything through you. Yes, you. Just say I can be anything. Weight upon my shoulders, mountains so high. I said I can do anything through you. Yes, you. Say you love me. Say you love me. Don't play with my heart. We're playing games with my mind. Don't you ask me to walk away if I'm leaving your love behind. I gave you my all. There's no question, no doubt. My eyes are wide open while you turn my whole world inside out. I'm falling apart at the seams with the force of you. The force of you. Can't you see what you put me through every time? Don't break my heart. You know I'm in love with you. Please tell me you'll love me too. I know that you want me, but there's so much more I need from you. Your signals are so confused. You're making me feel the blues. One moment you're holding me, the next you're trying to cut me loose. Don't break my heart, it's too easy to do. My defenses are broken, and I'm laying them down for you. Would you give me your love? Is that too much to ask? 3 words left unspoken, and I'm dangling out in the dark. Don't break my heart, it'll be totally for you. And when I'm not with you, I'm afraid to breathe on my own. Boy, you know I'm in love with you. Please tell me you love me too. I know that you want me, but there's so much more I need from you. Your signals are so confused. You're making me feel the blues. One moment you're holding me, the next you're trying to cut me loose. Don't break my heart, it'll be totally for you. Don't break my heart. Don't break my heart. Don't break my heart.
Many times in my life, I felt as if an angel walks with me, leading me to the one who'll be taking over this land. Someone who's strong, someone who can love and understand, someone who accepts the way I am, and who will love you for that, just for that. You are my destiny. Nothing can be better, no. Let's make a promise we'll always stay this way. Did you know love was made for us? Only fairy tales come close enough. A love created in heaven. And all my dreams have never been even near to the feeling you give to me. I believe that we are too strong to break us well. Do you know love was made for us?
Since 2012, we have provided reliable, professional dialysis services in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are now proud to offer you new solutions for your health problems. Each new solution is being delivered to you with the same high degree of care and professionalism. We also use the best technology in the delivery of our services. So, does your doctor need a precise view of what's happening inside your body? Let us perform an ultrasound for you. Ladies, if it's your breasts, then choose our mammography service. For all issues related to men and women's health at any stage in your life, our team can perform the necessary investigations to put your mind at ease and recommend solutions for your problems. If it's to see within your chest or check for broken bones and fractures, then use our state-of-the-art U-arm X-ray service. For you aging men and women, we can now check your bone density, which will reduce any complications that may arise with overall bone health, osteoporosis, or arthritis. Health Solutions provide answers and results in a timely, accurate manner in the most comfortable environment, while you are taken care of by well-trained and experienced staff. Please call us today at 451-2836 or 434-3170, or visit us online at healthsolutionssvg.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Health Solutions, where we are providing solutions in SVG with care.
A new name in pharmaceuticals has come to SVG, and that name is Q-Care. Q-Care Pharmacy, where the Q stands for quality. Q-Care Pharmaceuticals, located uptown Kingstown on Halifax Street, right opposite the General Post Office. Q-Care opens Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays until 1:30. Q-Care fills your prescriptions promptly. We invite you to come in and experience the new standard in pharmaceuticals. Q-Care. Q-Care Pharmacy on Halifax Street. Call 456-2690. Fax 451-2776. Q-Care, where the Q always stands for quality.
This is What and Health Are You Doing? Presented and produced by Stan Horn, naturopath of the Rose Clay Natural Healing Clinic at Prospect, for Nice Radio, for your health and social well-being. Good day, and how in the world are you? Today's word is nutritional deficiencies. Nutritional deficiencies lead to a variety of disease conditions. One of the most common is anemia, resulting from not having enough iron, a low red blood cell count, low levels of hemoglobin, defective red blood cells, and low levels of vitamins B9 and 12 may also trigger the condition. Protein, energy, malnutrition, or PEM, another deficiency caused by poor dietary intake of protein and energy. A condition linked to this deficiency is marasmus, that's M-A-R-A-S-M-U-S, marasmus, caused by exceptionally limited quantities of protein energy intake. Children with marasmus are literally skin and bones, having lost almost all body fat, are extremely underweight, weak, and very susceptible to infection. Kwashiorkor, that's Kwashiorkor, Kwashiorkor, another condition featuring extreme protein deficiency. Children, after being weaned from breast milk that contained high concentration of proteins, are now being fed a carbohydrate-rich diet without adequate protein intake. The main feature is a swollen belly from fluid retention or edema. The affected child is very weak, wasted, poorly grown, and very susceptible to infectious diseases. Iron deficiency is the most prevalent nutritional deficiency. At highest risk are young children and premenopausal women. Iron deficiency leads to another type of anemia. The red blood cells are smaller in size, contain less hemoglobin than the normal size red blood cells. Symptoms include tiredness, apathy, a pale look, weakness, breathing difficulties upon exertion, and reduced resistance to cold. Other conditions include pellagra, that's Pellagra, caused by a vitamin B3 niacin deficiency affecting mainly the skin, digestive, and nervous systems. Ariboflavinosis, that's Ariboflavinosis, ariboflavinosis results from a deficiency of vitamin B2 riboflavin, causing cracks to appear at the sides of the corners of the mouth, a scaly skin condition around the nose and lips, sensitivity to light, and tiredness. Nutritional diseases lead to chronic disease conditions such as cardiovascular disease, cancers, hypertension, and diabetes. Nutritional deficiencies also cause developmental problems, trigger hereditary disorders, food allergies, and intolerances, to name a few. And iodine deficiency is one of the most common nutritional deficiencies. The most common symptom is a goiter, that's Goitre. This is the enlargement of the thyroid glands in the front area of the neck. Such a deficiency may increase heart rate, shortness of breath, and weight gain. A severe iodine deficiency is linked to more serious consequences, especially in children, for example, mental retardation and developmental problems. Yet another is beriberi, resulting from a vitamin B1 thiamine deficiency. I would also like to add that the well-known sickle cell anemia is a nutritional deficiency condition due to the lack of a nutrient called thiocyanate. Here's a tip for the day. Many of these nutritional deficiency conditions were once considered non-nutritional deficiency disease conditions. Today they are. You've been listening to What in Health Are You Doing, produced and presented by Stan Horn, naturopath of the Rose Clay Natural Healing Clinic at Prospect. Do join me again when I bring you yet another segment of What in Health Are You Doing. Thank you for listening, and until next time, look after yourselves, stay well, and stay safe.
Living healthily is the natural way to live, and you don't have to do it without professional advice. For general health maintenance and guidance on all other ailments, let the Rose Clay Natural Healing Clinic at Prospect help you with your diabetes, hormonal imbalances, high blood pressure, heart disease, and cancer through nutrition, acupuncture, reflexology, bio-resonant body scans, and detoxing. Your treatments are individualized and confidential and done in a safe and comfortable environment at the Rose Clay Natural Healing Clinic at Prospect. So give us a call. The new number, 784-531-1150. That's 784-531-1150. And let the Rose Clay Natural Healing Clinic help you make the necessary changes to living healthily. The new number to the Rose Clay Natural Healing Clinic at Prospect, 784-531-1150. 784-531-1150. And let us help you.
This is Siobhan showing Dougie and Nice Radio much love from Brooklyn, New York.
No matter where you are in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, your radio is Nice Radio. 101.3, 96.7, 90.3 FM.
Old pirates, yes, they rob I, sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. I have my brother, Ambassador Kingsley. Kingsley, let me see if I'm hearing you now.
Good morning, Dougie.
Well, lovely. I'm hearing you loud and clear. So this morning I have Ambassador Kingsley Lane with us here on the Nice to speak about emancipation. Kingsley, let me welcome you once again to via link. Emancipation. What is your definition? Your definition. I'm not asking about the classical definition. What is your definition of emancipation?
Well, Dougie, first of all, good morning to you and your many listeners in the diaspora all over the world and in St. Vincent, our homeland. Dougie, congratulations to our people for having survived and thrived very much so since emancipation. It is the most seminal period of our existence as a people. We came from forced transportation under inhuman conditions in the well-documented Middle Passage and the history of slavery, involuntarily into a state of bondage akin to the people of Israel living in Egypt, which we so vividly see in the Ten Commandments, Cecil B. DeMille's great film. However, after our emancipation, I ask the question very often, emancipation from what? Emancipation from the shackles of slavery? But our people went through not only economic deprivation, because they had nothing. They had a 4-year period between 1834 and 1838 to get prepared for that new system. And our people, significantly, at the end of slavery, unlike in many places, our people in the Caribbean, at least to say significantly, those who were living in bondage after transportation from Africa, a lot of significant things happened because almost automatically they became a significant part of the community, even though they did not enjoy the full privileges of freedom. Economic deprivation, no preparation for life outside the plantation, and all of that. The fact that our people were able to live on the fringes, on the estates, on the rough land, and form lively villages which thrived all over the country. You look at one most famous one, it's close to us, on the edge of the Sign Hill Estate, forming one of the most vibrant communities of freed people all over the country where you find that. It's a statement to our resilience and our desire to be. But Lenny, what have we gained? Our people lived in abominable conditions, of course, which led to the British authorities sending down Dougie, the Morn Commission in the 1830s after much civil uprising for the conditions under which the people lived. Dougie, all that is the history. I just because it's significant. Leading to 1951, which I regard as one of the most significant post-emancipation achievements, the ability of our people to express themselves with universal adult suffrage. One man, one vote. And that transformed our communities. Since 1951, the descendants of the slaves, have been in numerical majority throughout our island, as indeed in many other islands. And in that fertile ground, that moment of need, there emerged certain people who led the popular desire to move forward. People like in St. Vincent, people like in St. Vincent, McIntosh, the 8th Army of Liberation, which was the first political party to win in an election of 1951. And thereafter, the history is now very, very current. We know that. Ebenezer Theodore Joshua, Robert Milton Cato, J.F. Mitchell, the current Prime Minister, et al. Dougie, throughout this, apart from the historical dates and so on, how have our people made emancipation a meaningful thing? Because we have to, we live under that condition. Joshua built roads, early primary schools. George Charles, leader of the 8th Army, he opened to the political weight of freedom. And then you had Robert Milton Cato in the turbulent years of the 60s, early 70s, leading on Dougie to independence and the post-independence era dominated by Prime Ministers Mitchell and the current administration. What does it mean to be free? Dougie, our people continue to struggle, but like the rest of the Caribbean, social improvement in education, in ability to see people who look like you in important positions. That's been going on for a very long time. But Dougie, we still have some of the residue of slavery. And I think it is psychological. And I am stating that some of the things that we would tolerate from people who don't look like us, we won't tolerate it from people who look like us, and rightly so. Our people have emigrated, Dougie. We have been a great emigrating people from our region. And we went, as you know, to the United States, to Cuba, to Venezuela, called the Spanish Main in those days, Panama, the rest of the region, and the United States, North America. also to England. Our people are an outward looking people because our resources are limited and our opportunities are limited. And our people have looked out. We have been an outward looking people. We have our seamen, we have our tradesmen, we have our professionals, especially in the nursing and the other areas. They have all gone abroad. And our diaspora, the spreading of our people, is an important aspect of our national life, as well as the national life of people. And what is our experience when we go abroad? Sometimes we have so much fun listening to some of the comic, comical pieces by our people about how our people live when they go abroad. You know, they easily forget where they come from. And in spite of the virtues that we do experience in our place, a lot of them forget it. So they have the joke that a Jamaican, as soon as they land, they are the quickest people to acquire the accent and so on, as well as Vincentians. And we like to laugh at ourselves. You know, they say we Vinci just have to fly over the place. One of our great comedians, a lady who died some time ago, she gave a skit once where she said she was coming back from Canada and she mimicked the accent of every place she flew over and so on. But Dougie, I believe our experience as a majority people in an ex-slave colony situation has given us much psychological strength. The ability not to feel, although we see it all the time, the ability not to feel inferior, which was greatly led by people who have sensitized us, like Macintosh, etc. and others, et al. Dougie, I've said a lot there, and you could take it from there.
Certainly. I want to ask you a question. Adult suffrage, and the way it is said, universal adult suffering, one man, one vote. What is the suffrage part of it has to do with a statement of voting?
Well, Dougie, our representation in the halls of power,
You have to repeat that
legislation,
because
etc.
your audio wobbled. Repeat that.
Okay, I'm saying that the concept of governance in the society was always there. We had a council, and it was to be involved in that process. You had to be propertied. Our people had no property. They had nothing. All they had a one man, one vote. That's one of the results of the 1951 experience. It gave us the ability to make our feelings known, our people, our ancestors, to go and make a vote without the provision of property. Once you reach the age of 21, you were able to vote. Dougie, that is such a transformative development because it meant that our numbers counted for something throughout the country. In every constituency, there's a majority black people. And that is one, psychologically. Our people don't really feel hemmed in because they know we have the majority. But what have we done with it? What have our leaders done with it? Where have we gone from there? So the idea of the suffrage, Dougie, the universal adult suffrage means the ability to vote after attaining a specified age. And in the early days, it was 21. Now it is 18 in our countries. And that, Dougie, meant that even though we had nothing, our people, our ancestors, were largely unpropertied, everybody struggling to make a living, it meant that they were not in numerical minority. In other words, suffering was equalized in the society, Doggy. But they had the numbers to select their governments. And then from 1951 to now, they have been doing it with various degrees of potency.
But you think that our people have truly embraced emancipation?
Yes, Doggy, I know. Yes, because we still have the remnants. It's not widespread, but we still have a psychological weakness. And there are a lot of jokes about it to people who do not live to us, look like us, like the majority people. I mean, we sound good in our calypsos and so on, and it is widespread. But, for example, our brothers and sisters in the great United States, after the emancipation, which was about considerably later than us, 1860s. When they became, after independence, they entered into a situation of numerical minority. And so they celebrate in this country something called Juneteenth. It's the 19th of June. And it is the day, it is some period over a year after the Emancipation Declaration. People got to learn that they were indeed free. And there is a certain freedom that the people from our Caribbean have enjoyed in their thinking. We have always been less encumbered by the overarching control of white society. People learned the importance of self-reliance and cooperation with others who look like them. And they accepted.
I wanna shift you to our unique circumstances as a people. And one, I would go to the Balcom family. Here is people who worked on the estate of the planter class and end up owning the very estates that he was working on. How you tell the people now who seem to have regressed in their mental capacity to truly embrace what is before us? How you use Balcom as an example?
I love you. Speaking about heroes, in my mind, the original Balcom has always been a great man. He is the example of what you can do with determination and commitment and effort. And I endorse you. I think he's, official or unofficial, he must be clearly one of our early heroes, national heroes. It is possible. And those qualities of devotion and hard work are timeless qualities which serve our people well even today. And I'm speaking in terms also, especially of those of our people who even went abroad. I want to let you know that many of the leaders of the American civil rights movement, their parents or grandparents came from the Caribbean. And it has been a source. Stokely Carmichael, Farrakhan, many others. They have strong Caribbean links. And the feeling of, I can do it, but I can do it by hard work. Balcom didn't enjoy any particular privileges, but hard work and vision And he showed us at an early stage what is still possible. What is possible
And he had a
for our
strike,
free people.
and he had a strike against him, which basically because he was basically uneducated.
Indeed. Well, I mean, there was no education available to people of that background. There was no education. But it is the more so why his example is a stolen example of self-determination and struggle in our country. Yes, our people's emancipation is something that we just take it for granted. And there's some areas that are disturbing. For example, in my earliest visits to Jamaica in the 70s at UWI to do some research, I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked when I read in the Gleaner that about the concern for the number of people of black descent, African descent, who are using skin lightening creams. I didn't believe I was reading right. So I asked the late Dr. Carlos Mulring to explain what is that I'm reading. And he spoke about the widespread practice of our people.
Bleaching.
Yeah, bleaching they call it now. That's all kind of, and I am amazed at that there are people who believe against their own interests. People who don't look like them, smarter and better than them. And what they would take from them, they will not take from our people.
But Kingsley, I look at a lot of African movies because I tend to move away from the American propagandas movies.
Stereotype.
And also the amount of what they call alternative lifestyle, but homosexual lifestyle that they keep forcing down your throat. So I shift away in my viewing and I will take my entertainment from the African movies. But if you look right now in an enlightened world in Africa, there's lack of pride in the blackness because if you look at what they portray on a lot of the African movies, is that it is always the woman putting on makeup to the point where they seem to want to appear to have dark skin, but their faces are makeup to look fair. Is that a psychological issue?
There's psychological inferiority in the part of those who do that. I mean, you have a freedom to do whatever. I mean, we have all our creative hairstyles and other things that we use to look nice because, I mean, the thing about life is, and especially in the female of the species, is looking nice, But these are, for the most part, minor movements, but significant. What have we done to advance the will, the lot of the freedman? Doggy, we have made tremendous progress in education. We have made tremendous progress in targeted infrastructure. We have all the assets that are expected of a self-governing state. But we are at a crossroads where we have to determine, listen, the concept of our leaders addressing our issues to better us as a mass of people and not just a select few. Doggy is still not ingrained in the psyche.
In the interest of time. So we have had a progression from Cato, Joshua Cato, and then Mitchell, and then Eustace was not elected as thing, but he became prime minister for a short time, and he was instrumental in part of the purchasing of the geese operation, of which the economy hinged with for the Windward Islands, of earning and owning and earning tremendous amount of monies of the purchasing of geese. But at the same time, in the Mitchell era, how would you apply the land reform program of Mitchell, similar to that of Balcom, if you could join that with Balcom's drive as an individual for being a landowner, but Mitchell's thrust into the landowner democracy that we are developing into. Give me your perspective on that.
Yes, Dougie, very important. Although we had our freedom, we had nothing. Balcom made an inroad. It's a shining light of example of what is possible. But what about the masses of people? It was the James F. Mitchell government who made it a targeted objective to acquire lands which the government could own, and which the prime lands which the government could own, and use it to empower people. The genesis of the land reform movement in the North Windward era, in the Balcom, in the estates owned by the plantocracy in that area. When those lands were about to be sold to foreign interests, Mitchell took a principled and adamant stand that those lands must be acquired by the government for the purpose of redistribution to people who have lived and worked on those lands. And that is the potent manifestation of the power of land reform. I remember well, because I was involved in that exercise from the Ministry of Agriculture. With people, we harnessed our surveillance, all our local expertise, our director of planning, Carl John, and others, and the acquisition of those lands changed. It set the template for change in a community. It empowered people who had lived their lives walking in various degrees of deprivation on those lands, and who had grown to accept that as their lot in land in life. But they gave them lands which they owned and which they can work in their interests for the benefit of their people. The land reform project remains one of the greatest empowerment exercises in the history of St. Vincent. And it transformed our economy. And you speak about geese, that was the bananas, as you know, was then and your own family company getting involved in the export of non-traditional but very popular Vincentian produce down to breadfruit. You know, you are the embodiment of that. So the land reform project is, to my mind, the first mass economic project aiming at empowering the descendants of the ex-slaves, whose emancipation we remember today.
But the progression that took place because of the land reform, Kingsley, had to do with respect to road, I would call it the road revolution. Because in 1984, the statistics showed that we only had 960 miles of paved roads. But with the land reform come the importance of having a road revolution. And because you couldn't give people the lands without developing road networks. And we saw an explosion of roads where at the end of 17 and a half years of Mitchell's administration, that you had 3,360 miles of paved roads in the country?
Yes.
How you apply that to this whole emancipation feeling of freedom?
Well, to me, that is emancipation in motion, emancipation at work, not just freedom, legal status of freedom, but you're now empowering them to be free to live the lives of free people. So you have to give them roads. You give them lands. The lands are the economic base. But remember, these people have been working on these lands for generations. That's all they knew. They came out of slavery and they became peasant farmers with no access to lands. But now they were given the opportunity to work on traditional lands where they have worked for years to make themselves into small businessmen and entrepreneurs.
Well,
Doggy,
I'll tell you something, Kingsley. This
it
is
is
one of the most interesting emancipation conversation for a while here now. I would love to continue this tomorrow if you have the time, and then I would leave all that I have to ask you and say if you would agree to come back tomorrow morning and finish this.
Well, Doggy, this is unfinished business, and I will confirm that to you later in the day. But it would be my desire so to do. Because I see our conversation. Now, the history is well documented,
Yeah.
The history in all the great Caribbean writers in various disciplines. Our own Dr. Fraser, Jomo in his articles, many other people, Renwick Rhodes, my great dear old friend, and others, they have all documented it. You have asked me to give a personal perspective, and I have tried to do that. And it is the question of emancipation. For what? Must be the advancement of our people, not only economically, but psychologically. We still have this weakness manifested in things like bleaching. All right, Dougie.
I don't want to go to the other things that is urging me to do it, but I am resisting because I want you to control. I want to make a promise for you to come back tomorrow morning. Let's just finish this conversation that leads up to what's happening in the country, because we have not touched the Gonzalez era either.
Yes.
So
yes,
we need to deal with that if we're going to do this conversation.
Well, Dougie, I will now make a commitment for tomorrow at the same time.
Same time, my brother. God bless. Have a wonderful day. All right?
Thank you.
Okay then, sir. That is Ambassador Kingsley Lane, who is speaking on emancipation, and we will have a continuation of this conversation tomorrow. We're going to bring you now the birthday celebration, and then, getting busy and the NDP program at 10:30. Stay tuned to Nice.
It's in the feeling in our weak side. It's in the meaning in our spot. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Cause the rhythm of life keeps pumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrating. Come let your rhythm flow.
Nice Radio's birthday celebration package is brought to you with the compliments of the following.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good, that good. When you shop at Massy Stores, that good.
Massy Stores,
Our family, serving your family.
Welcome to Subway, where you can always have it your way. My name is Stacy. What can I make for you?
Hey, Stacy. I'll have a chicken teriyaki salad. All veggies, please. And for my daughter, Naomi, a pizza. Naomi, what would you like to have on your pizza?
Pepperoni bacon.
They've got tomatoes as well.
Pepperoni bacon.
What about some fresh onions, corn, pineapple?
Pepperoni bacon.
Naomi, you can also have olives, jalapeno, extra meat.
Nope. Pepperoni bacon.
Stacy, can I have one chicken teriyaki salad, all veggies, please, and a pizza with pepperoni and bacon?
You can have it your way.
Come into our uptown or downtown location today or order on your favorite delivery app. Subway. Have it your way.
The birthday winner of the week will receive a $20 gift voucher from Massey Stores and a $20 meal voucher from Subway.
And that person, as you know, is Lucy Harry of Lodge Village. So the celebration time, the numbers are 456-5967, 718-734-5615. WhatsApp is 498-3802. Call, text, or leave a voice note. And we have a voice note here, so let's do it.
Better known as Mother Jack from Old Montrose. She will be celebrating her birthday today. She's 90 years of age. And she is the spiritual mother of St. Bethel Spiritual Baptist Church, Old Montrose, better known as Block 2000. I am wishing Mother Jack and all the members of St. Bethel Spiritual Baptist Church, we came together to wish her happy birthday and may she live to see many more years to come. From all the members of St. Bethel Spiritual Baptist Church, Block 2000. Thank you very much. So I am wishing her all the best, and may God continue to bless and keep her. And I, Ingrid Walters, better known as Yellow Bird, is sending out a special birthday greetings to her. I am her godchild. So I am wishing her all the best, and may God continue to bless and keep her.
All right, so here you hear it there. Gotha, Mother Jack of Old Montrose. So we have Lancelot Charles and Rosalind Peters in Canada celebrating the 15th anniversary. Fillmore Sprott is celebrating. Phyllis Ford in Kingston celebrating. Victor Kane celebrating. Lyle Dutchy Brown in Brooklyn celebrating. Sean Fraser in Canada. Nashon Mackenzie in South Rivers. Kurt Bascom in Brighton celebrating on the 4th. Donna Collins in Carroll celebrating. Damian Collins in Canada celebrating on the 2nd. Elizabeth Stevens in Spring Village celebrating. Ronald and J. Ryan in Calder celebrating their 42nd wedding anniversary. Omaro John in New York celebrating. Ronaldo Franklin in New York celebrating. And Gotha Mother Jack of Old Montrose celebrating. With that, it's 14 or 15 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock, and it's time for me to give you Living Faith. Living Faith comes to you Mondays to Fridays. I'm Dougie DeFreitas with you on your nice station. Stay tuned to Nice 96.7, 101.3, 90.3 FM. Live in Faith comes to you Mondays to Fridays. A Bible reading, an exhortation, and gospel music from 9 to 9:30, Mondays to Fridays, right here on Nice Radio.
Live in Faith is brought to you with the kind compliments of the following.
Nightingale Company Limited, the bookshop in Middle Street. The place you go for all your stationery, school books, greeting cards, office supplies, and so much more. Things you would expect to find in a good bookshop, a serious bookshop with reasonable prices. Go for Nightingale Company Limited, the bookshop in Middle Street, Kingstown.
O Father, God of my life, This day I renew my act of faith in you and grant you permission to do with me as you will. Create in me a heart ready for all circumstances. In times of sorrow, may I turn to your compassion. In times of darkness, may I trust in your providence. In times of suffering, may I cling to your cross. In times of my unfaithfulness, may I taste of your mercy. And in times of abundance, may I echo your generosity by sharing with those in need. O King Father, grant me such living faith through Christ our Lord. Amen. And the topic on living faith today is being discerning people. Being discerning people. The kingdom of heaven is like a net thrown into the sea. Matthew 13:47. The contributor today is Vivian Amu. Vivian Amu wrote to Live in Faith. I have never gone fishing or used a fishing net. However, I imagine that casting a net into the sea captures both the intended catch and the unexpected surprises. Just as fishing net could be full of surprises, embracing a broader perspective of venturing beyond our comfort zones could also come with the risks of encountering discomfort and negativity. Our individual lives are shaped by taking inventory of all we gather to ourselves. We distinguish between what contributes positively to our lives and what distracts or draws us away from God. The sorting process is ongoing and requires intentionally the openness as we navigate our own sea of choices, where we embody the spirit of St. Augustine, casting our nets mindfully and being discerning people as we sift through all we experience in collaboration with God. Loving God, help us to discern and surrender as we cast our nets to find opportunities for growth and discovery. And that's Living Faith for you today on Nice Radio. I'm Dougie the Freitas with you on your Nice station, 2% radio, 98% love. If it's God's will, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.